This week's guitar tip is all about the scratch technique, and it's kind of a follow-up lesson on my Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit lesson from Saturday this week, because it uses that technique. So first of all, the scratch technique, it appears as an X on music. So if you're looking at a tab and you see, your tab and you see a bunch of X's on there, like that represents the scratch. It appears the same way in sheet music. And the way you perform a scratch is by just muting the strings. You want to put all your fingers over all of the strings and pluck them so that you just get no sound, just a percussive noise, like that. If you get any sound, you're pressing too hard, or you're pressing something unintentionally. The strings are very light, so it's very easy to press something down by accident, but just touch the strings. The idea is like just taking some sort of, something that can dampen the strings, like this cloth. Let's see if this works. Like that. That's the idea. You're just trying to put something over the strings to mute them. And we do that with all the fingers, because if you use one finger, sometimes you'll just end up with a harmonic. So while you could certainly find ways to use one finger, I like to get 2 or 3 or 4 if I can, because that will kill all of the sound. Now in Smells Like Teen Spirit specifically, it's used a lot, and it's a great way to practice it. We have power chords. Now, when I play a power chord, what I do with my index finger is I flatten it out slightly. So you could see that my index finger is not arched so that the strings underneath it can ring freely. It's flat, so those strings don't do anything. A little bit, but they're mostly muted. And I do that as a safety measure so that when I'm playing, if I miss any strings, like I go, it doesn't actually make any noise. So I'm trying to always mute my string so that should I accidentally hit the wrong string, nothing happens. I also keep my middle finger and my pinky relaxed and nearby. It's a good habit anyway, because in good guitar technique, you need all your fingers relaxed and ready to play. They should never be behind the fingerboard or sticking up all tense like this, right? You want them all relaxed and nearby so you can play efficiently. But the other advantage is that when I want to stop a note, most of my strings are not working already because I'm muting them with my index finger. If I let go, the note stops, and then all I have to do is put my middle and pinky finger down on the strings, and now I've got a bunch of muting going on. If we look closely, my middle finger's kind of bent because it's relaxed, so it's not doing much muting. It might be maybe muting the E string a bit. My index finger is flat already. It's taking care of all of the strings. My ring finger is just bent too, but it's taking care of the A string, and my pinky is flat. So most of the work is being done by my index and my pinky finger, and they're really muting all the strings. So as an exercise, what I would suggest doing is taking your power chord, your F power chord, first fret one, playing that, letting go, and dropping your fingers, and then scratching. And getting the idea of that. If you watch my pinky, you'll see it's just lifting, dropping. And you'll see that these two fingers, my index and my ring, they press down to make the chord, and they lift up to kill it, and then these ones, they go down to help meet the string. So I'm going, you can watch those move. Now if you apply that technique to Smells Like Teen Spirit, your hand won't look like it's doing much. Like that. So I just had to switch chords there, but now that I'm switching to my A and D string, it leaves my E string open, and I don't want to hit that by accident. But my middle finger now, that can take care of that string, right? So my middle finger drops down, takes care of that string, pinky and index take care of everything else, everything's muted. So that's a great habit to get into, because it keeps your fingers relaxed, allows you to mute easier, helps you with your scratching. So that's this week's guitar tip on the scratch technique. Good luck, have fun with that. Try playing Smells Like Teen Spirit with that scratch in there, and it should help you learn how to do it. See you later.